welcome to The Bite. My name is Jackie. Today's video, I'm going to share with you how to use leftover chicken or turkey if you have turkey for Thanksgiving. A really good way to use it up. And this is what my mom would always do with the leftovers. We have a dish, and it's a traditional Palestinian dish called Msakhan. And Msakhan is a roasted chicken filled with caramelized onions and sumac and salt and pepper, and we bake it on a Taboon flatbread, or it kind of resembles like a Greek flatbread or naan bread. I'm gonna turn all of that into a roll in a tortilla, and we're using the leftover chicken that I've just chopped up. It's gonna be so delicious, kind of like a Palestinian flauta or like a Palestinian soft taquito. And I'm gonna show you how easy it is to put together. It only takes 6 ingredients, including the salt and pepper. So let me show you what we need, and then we can get to rolling. You will need some cooked chicken. You can totally use rotisserie chicken for this. That works just as well. I've just taken leftover chicken and cubed it up, or you can shred it however you like it. I have 2 small onions here, but if you have 1 large onion, that works just as well. Some flour tortillas, salt, pepper, and sumac. Now, if you have seen my video on Middle Eastern spices, I did talk about sumac there, and you want it to be like a reddish purple. That's how you know it's a good sumac and that it's fresh, and it's gonna give you the best flavor. This takes no time at all, but we do need to cook the filling a little bit. So the onions need to caramelize. We're gonna add the chicken and then add all the spices so that they meld together before we add them into the flour tortilla. So let's head to the stove. All right, I have my large saute pan here with some olive oil. It's heated on medium heat, and I'm just gonna add all my onions. I just want these to caramelize, develop some flavor, become translucent before I add the spices and the chicken. All right, these onions are cooking down. They're looking good, so I'm gonna add in all the chicken. All right, I've mixed the onions and the chicken together, and now I'm gonna go ahead and add the spices. Now, I already spiced the chicken when we were baking it, so I don't need to add too much salt. I don't want them to be overly salty, so just enough for the onions plus maybe a little bit extra. So I really didn't add that much. Plus the sumac has like a lemony taste, which kind of makes up for a lack of salt anyways. So I'm going to add the pepper. Sumac is the main spice in Msakhan. So I'm going to add a good helping hand of that. All right, so that looks like a lot, but I'm telling you, it's necessary for this dish. So I'm going to mix this up. All right, and this is looking good. We're ready to fill our tortillas. All right, our filling is ready. So I'm just gonna start by filling the tortillas. So I'm gonna lay 1 tortilla down, take maybe 2 tablespoons worth of the filling. And you want to fill it so that it's not in the center, but towards one side of the tortilla, because we're gonna be rolling it. And if it were in the middle, it would be hard to do that. So it's all right here. I'm gonna tuck it under and roll it just like that. Super easy. So I have a 9x13 baking dish here with some vegetable oil on it. I'm gonna place them here so that it's sitting on the oil, and then shortly after, I'm gonna flip them so that each part of the tortilla is covered in the oil, and that way it gets a nice golden brown color when it goes in the oven. So let's fill 1 more. So I'm gonna start with the tortilla. And you can do this with phyllo dough too. That works really, really well, but tortillas are a lot faster to work with, and they're less finicky. So just gonna roll that up really fast. And you wanna place it in the pan seam side down so that it doesn't open. So I'm gonna get to rolling the rest of them, and before it goes in the oven, I'm gonna roll each tortilla in the oil so that it gets golden, and then I'll show you before it goes in the oven. All right, now I'm ready to roll each tortilla, and if there's a little bit of the filling left, just take a piece of pita bread and hummus. You just scoop it out with the bread or a tortilla. This is how you know you're an Arab from San Diego, okay? You always have pita bread and tortillas in the house. That's it. So those are 2 things that you will never find missing from my fridge. Now back to this. I take each tortilla, roll it, and make sure the seam side is down. and do the same thing for the rest of them. So I'm gonna continue doing that and then we'll put them in the oven. These are ready to go in the oven. I have it preheated at 350. They're gonna go in there for about 30 minutes or until they become golden brown on the top. All right, the Msakhan rolls baked for 30 minutes. The golden brown crust is a good indication that they're gonna be crispy when you bite into them, and I can't wait to dig in. But I like to eat these with Greek yogurt and pickled jalapenos. These are like my vice. I have to have them almost on a daily basis. I love pickled jalapenos. Pickled anything, but pickled jalapenos, love them. Okay, I'm just gonna take one. I'll put a little bit of the Greek yogurt and a slice of pickled jalapeno. This is perfection right here. Woo. So having that oil on the bottom even makes the bottoms crisp. That bottom has such a good crisp to it. I mean, it's crunchy all around. These can't get any better. And you don't even need to bake these. Like I said, you can just take the filling and make them into like tacos or just dip bread into it and eat them with the same toppings. But this is just an extra step that is worth it. Does not take long at all. Very minimal effort and you are left with a delicious lunch, snack, makeshift quick dinner. I mean, with a side salad, you got yourself a full complete meal. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like it if you did, and make sure to stick around because we got a lot of good stuff coming up for the holidays. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you're notified of when I post videos. I hope you enjoyed this, and don't forget to share pictures with me when you remake it because I know you will. And we'll see you next time on The Bite.